call you around 2 p.m.
Hi, good morning. Can you hear me? Uh, it's good. I slept earlier. I'm actually preparing this interview. Hopefully, I will, be able to make it. Yeah. Actually, my shift today will be at 3 p.m. So I went home at 12 p.m. Yesterday. Uh, yep, I am. But sometimes we do hybrid setup. Like every every 2 days it should be in the office. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah, again, thank you very much for giving me an opportunity to get interviewed today. My name is Louis, and I graduated computer engineering way back 2005, and I've been to various IT field within 15 years already. So first I was a call center agent and technical support representative. So I've learned a lot from there. Learned how to treat the customer right, and I've learned also how to take calls ethically, and actually help a lot from my career because I gain confident and I gain professional in terms of how you treat customers and how you treat the client as well. And then after a couple of years, I went to IT industry. So I started as a level. Mhm. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Okay. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you very much, Jer. Again, I'd like to thank you for giving me an opportunity to get interviewed today. So, and my name is Louis Berry. I'm 43 years old. I was actually the youngest of three, and I studied elementary in way back in 1994 in Quezon City, and the same address as well in high school. It's also in Quezon City in Balara High School, and Balara Elementary School. And after high school, I took Bachelor of Science in Computer Engineering. It's a 5-year course, and I was able to finish it, and I was able to gain some awards from that as well. And my hobbies are playing basketball, reading books related to IT field, of course, and that's what I do during the weekend. But I am I'm a father right now because I have two child already, and what else? Pretty much it. I'm a guy that always preparing for for the future. Okay. Mm-hmm. I'm here at Cainta, Black 212 Moran Street, San Isidro. That's the barangay. Cainta, Rizal, yeah. Yeah, I already told that to Johanna that I could be work from home or on site, working on site, so that it's fine with me. Work from home, yeah. Mhm. I've been to graveyard shift for almost 7 years with my current company. Sometimes we interchange shift, so I don't have any questions about that in the schedules at all. Exactly, yeah. Mhm. Mhm. No, not at all. Not a deal breaker at all. As long as the position is different from what I have, experiencing, so that would be great. Hmm. Okay. Okay. So it's technical right now. Okay. It is. March 2018 until now, yeah. Uh, Forgot already. I believe it's January 2015. It's a contractual base, yeah. And 2016 January, yeah. 1 year. February 2012, if I'm not mistaken, or 2013. It's 2012, February 2012 until November 2013, if I'm not mistaken. Uh, my first choice would be a work from home setup, but if the client wants the member or the employee work from on site to to work accurately, I'm good with that. To sum it all, I would say over 15 years already in various fields. So not only just BPO, we also manage enterprise company in terms of their customer service and technical support. I was, yeah. Way back in Wizard, Fujitsu, that was in 2012. We have clients, BMW clients, yeah. We were actually calling the IT of that company, let's say BMW. We actually calling to follow up with the issues regarding their computer issues like Outlook, desktop issues, application issues, and then we actually telling them that the SLA is down, so we need to close as many tickets as possible, and if they need some help to resolve those tickets, we were actually level two on that those days, so we were able to help them and resolve the issues as well in terms of how to handle customers, how to handle issues and stuff. So 13 years ago, yeah. Mhm. It's a very good question because as you're aware, I'm not sure if you browsed through my resume. So I took some of the certifications related to system administration. In fact, I passed the CompTIA Server Plus and Microsoft certification, certified server associate, and those are for system administration posts. And also, I can be a network guy as well, network administration. But preferably, I wanted to be a system administrator post because I'd like to, like to set up how the infrastructure works, how how the email system, how the Exchange server work, how the application work, how the database work, how the web server works. So I have a broad knowledge about it through certification. So preferably I want to be a system administrator. That's actually my specialization. I would consider it. Yeah. You're right. Uh, right now we're doing Azure administration, wherein we can um, add users to the certain groups that they need, and of course we're also doing a security group from that Azure AD, and what else? We also do patching, Windows patching, and we also do what else? AD sites and services, meaning replicating the sites and then putting the DHCP subnet or scope to it. What else? When we were starting to migrate the on-prem AD, we were actually in charge of putting the Active Directory in the cloud, which is the Active Directory Azure. So we were able to set it up. We were able to accomplish the project in a in a timely manner. So we were able to successfully set up the cloud Azure to it. We were able to merge all the users and security policies to it. So that's one of the highlight of my career in Kwana. What else? Of course, the Microsoft 365 is also a cloud-based application that we need to support and improve. Of course, we're not only supporting it; we're just actually doing an improvement to it, like uh, putting the security patch, Windows update to it, or Windows all necessary updates in terms of security. So we're doing that as well. But the basic task that we're doing for that is to create a shared mailbox, distribution list, tracking all the emails that were not coming in from the users, and sending it back to them, putting the phishing emails or the spam email to block status. Like we're doing an automation to block all the unnecessary email that coming in from our enterprise. We're doing that as well. We're doing also of course, part of the Microsoft 365 is the SharePoint administration. We're doing the collaboration permission, files permissions. What else? Sharing the files to the other external company, so giving them permission as well. What else? We also include the Teams. Teams is really MS Teams is really a huge factor of the company, because we do a lot of software defined application from that, including the VoIP, giving them the access to have an outbound and inbound calls to it. So it's a lot of administrative tasks to that, and giving them as well a recording capability if they have a really important meeting. So we're also giving that permission. What else? Yeah, aside from giving the license, we're also giving them level of permission to a certain mailbox. And what else? We also do create channel to every team, so that would be exclusive for that team. So we also do priority on mailbox, like giving them send as permissions or full access to it. What else? Pretty much it. Yeah, that would be. It's more of a cloud technology. It's more of cloud administration that we were doing currently in my current job. So we have like sort of like a knock administration that we're in. We can report the alert that we were receiving in terms of storage failure. Like, let's say the server hard drive is failing, you have to report that and get the necessary error message and put that to the server team, because the server team is the one in charge of doing the maintenance. It normally sent to us through emails, but we have our own SNMP, which is the Simple Network Management Protocol, our own. So we have like Wireshark to see that how the network works, or how the network is behaving. So what else? We also have our own, not a third party, but our own monitoring tools. See, I think one of the developer created that, and it's very very unique, because we have to, you know, see all the sites to it. If everything fails to it, we were able to notify accordingly. Like, let's say this site is down and the gateway is not responding, so giving them the ping, or sending them the ping and the trace route. So that actually helps to our team to determine which switch or which router are failing. So, or sometimes it could be as ISP issue. So we tend to call the IT for that site to call the ISP first, because if we've seen no alert or no issues from the server itself, or from the NSMP itself. So we advise that lead or the local IT to call the ISP to check the internet connection. Actually, it's all in one. If you're familiar with SCCM, it's all in one. It's application that you put all the security patches and updates to it. It's actually done automatically by the system. So when you open your computer, it all start with doing the Windows update. If there's a necessary update that needed to that specific computer. And for the server itself, that's actually scheduled, because you're not gonna do the patching right away, because it's production. So you have to inform the team that hey, this is the new update that we need to patch in with the server. So we're gonna do a lot of what do you call this, the ticket, informing everyone that hey, this is the thing that we need to do, and there will be a downtime to it. So expect the server or the application or whatever, you know, will be affected on that patching should be informed. So and tell them how many hours, how many minutes the downtime is, and of course apologizing to it, because yeah, it could affect their, you know, their daily tasks. So in terms of security, yeah, it's more of a security update for Windows, and we're doing it using the virtual computer with the virtual server. We are actually using virtual machine for virtualization. So we tend to remote the server. Yeah, VMware. We tend to remote the servers, install the patch to it, install the necessary update and stuff. That's it. If necessary, yeah. If the team wanted, I do. And not only that, I actually have my own laboratory. But I'm using just a trial Windows Server and a trial VMware, because all those are, you know, paid software, not a freeware. Yes, I did. It's also a form of virtualization. So, but not only that, it's actually incorporated with how your application is going to work virtually. So normally done in a server, so Citrix server MetaFrame. So we normally give them permission to have access to Citrix. So we give them a security group to use, and then replicate all the application to it, and then go to our web server, the citrix.quantaservices.com, log in from there, and then see if they're all application and all necessary files are there as well. And we also support that. If there's something wrong with Citrix, they really can't log in, if they're missing application to it, or if they have no permissions, we have our own Citrix administration. Yeah, Citrix administration. Yep, we do. To be honest, only with my lab, because when I was in Quana, everything is already built, including the VMware. So, but what we normally do to it is, if every server needs to decommission or needs to replace, we have to inform the senior to it, that to create another. But we normally send that information to the server team to, hey, this server is need to decommission and needs to replace. Or sometimes we recommend to put some resources to it, like extra memories, extra storage and stuff. It's all about recommendation, not really building. Scanning. Yeah, our teams normally go to the website in terms of necessary patching that needs to apply to a certain server. So let's say this specific patch needs to improve how the application works, but specifically the MS Team. MS Team is the main driver for issues with the security. So the team actually coordinate with Microsoft on how to resolve the MS Team, because it's tend to freeze all the time, especially if we're doing calls or meeting. So we apply patching to it as well, security patch to it, or of course not only patch security, we also giving the updates on how to improve that application, and overall of course the server as well. So I would say administration level to it, because I can give access to recording, I can give access to VoIP, etc. So, and what else? We can actually do automation. We're not doing a script because it's automation. We're not doing a script. Yeah, a script is really hard, but I can actually interpret it, what the script will do if you run it. So that's how good about it. But we do have a lot of script already created. So in terms of how you create the mailbox automatically by, getting all those, especially the mailboxes. If users requested a lot of mailbox, so we tend to do it automatically. So what else? Yeah, including the DL, of course, and including permission. So we do automation for that. That's one thing that I'm actually passionate about to do in the futures, do an automation. But I believe I need to study a lot to it, Yeah, yeah. Um, I remember vMotion. We vMotion, the VMware uh, actually included with the VMware. So it's a called vMotion. We actually using that to back up the site. Let's say if the site is needs to if there's a something wrong with that site. Some site is just um, compromised by the hacker. So we have to deal with the restoration and backup and restoration using the vMotion from VMware. So Veeam, none so far, but Dado, I to be honest, I wasn't able to experience that. But I made some research about Dado, and I was actually shocked how Dado works because they have their own specific device to use, and the best thing about it is you can actually manage it through the cloud-based environment of Dado itself. So you can actually configure a switch while well, let's say if the user call, the client call, and then asking, hey, what's there's something wrong with my network. So can you check? So you can check actually how the network infrastructures works to that. So you will be able to see how the interface configured and how the application and database or application or web servers installed to it. So everything actually works for Dado. So if you have, if I'm going to be a company, I will actually consult my own company to Dado to manage all the IT needs that we want. So that's a good thing about the Dado. Dado is when I read it, Dado is more of like a backup company before, but right now it improves a lot because you can they can also provide services like cloud services. They actually can incorporate that Azure and Microsoft 365 inside within their environment. So that's what I made I've learned about the Dado environment. So, but experience wise, I don't have. But I made some research. Yeah, yeah. It's been a long time. It's 5.1, not mistaken. Uh, 3 years ago. Yeah, yeah. vSphere is formerly. I mean, EXXI is formerly vSphere. So, yeah. Uh, we have our own third party name by itself, Quantanok. Yeah, and what else? We also use Wireshark. Yeah. What else? We also use for firewall monitoring. We also use Palo Alto. Yeah. I'm not sure if you're familiar with Bombware. Bombware monitoring tool. Yeah. Yeah. We use that as well. We're currently using it. Yeah. Bombware. Well, in terms of firewall, yeah, you have to deny or permit the traffic coming into the network, right? So we try to block some port that's not necessary to the network to come in using the Palo Alto. But there are things that we need to consider because sometimes if you fail to block the traffic, sometimes all the traffic is not coming in. So you have to be accurate on that one. You have to consult the senior to what specific port to block, or especially if it's coming in to the enterprise from internet to enterprise. So we have to block the incoming because it's more of like security stuff. So if you fail to block unnecessary traffic, it can ruin your network, the entire network. So you have to be very careful about it. So. Mhm. Let's say, for instance, a user called uh, regarding their Outlook and they cannot receive and send email. So the level one will be able to process the initial troubleshooting steps so that needed before sending us to the level two. And then what we did from our part is to check if the level of permissions or and the licenses being applied to that users. What else? If the users is working outside of the network, so sometimes the Outlook's not going to work if the user is working from home. So we have to ask the user if the VPN is connected. So sometimes the users forgot to log into the VPN, and sometimes they don't have the license even to connect to the VPN. So in terms of license, yeah, we also give them the license, and of course we have to check the user's version of Outlook. So if they needs to reinstall or needs to update, yeah, we do that as well as level two. What else? Uh, let's say for example, the users called and they have like issues with their password. If the user is external, not part of the Quantum, because we also cater external users, so we have separate environment for that user. So we also handle that if you because the double one will not be able to see that external user from their end because they have no capability. So we tend to get that support from that external users. Specifically if they have like issues with their applications, like Outlook, MS Teams. What else? Focus on the application. So if the user doesn't have the access to the application, we manage and administer that as well, giving them the application and security group that they need. You mean level? You mean if I'm on a level two then and I was not able to resolve it? You asking the threshold? Well, we need to exhaust everything that we have. So if you fail to resolve the issues, we put that on pending, and then we have to do our own research for that in order to resolve. So if we think that we're able to do our part to resolve the issues, yeah, we put that on pending and put that as a problem for now, and then do a lot of research, do a lot of collaborations to other teams as well in order to resolve it. So that's how we do it. That's mm. that was actually a Teams issue. Teams issue is the main issue that we're facing every time because it always nobody can actually can nobody can resolve it. Can resolve it because our team is actually dealing with the Microsoft itself. Hey guys, this is the problem, and with the vendor, yeah, and sadly, the Microsoft doesn't admit that they have a problem with their teams. They said, hey, this is a minor application, and don't blame. They tell us don't blame the application itself, but our team is not buying it. So in terms, aside, no, aside from focusing, aside from focusing their excuses, so we actually do a lot of research and development how to resolve the MSD. But until now, still freezing, and we have a lot of issues going on with that team. So mm-hmm. That's a very good question. To be honest, the company is really good in terms of benefits and everything. But I'm not saying a bad thing about the company, but actually the way things are going, I think they actually focus on how the employees will stay for long, but they're not actually considering how the employee evolves or how employee grows. Uh, the company is huge. They're part of the Fortune 500 companies in the U.S. And the way things are going, uh, in terms of our team, we actually feast on that post right now. We don't have any steps to level up our team. So and sadly, I was able to experience a lot to it. And sometimes they actually removing our administrative tasks and put it to the U.S. Counterpart as well. But overall, the company is really good, and every matrix that they putting out to our team was actually met. Like in terms of first call resolution, what else? Uh, Average ticket per day. What else? Overall matrix, we were able to meet that. Yeah, meet that expectation. Yeah, the growth. That's the main reason why I'm still trying to to look for the opportunity. Yeah. To be honest with you, Jer, my current role was level two, IT support, but I'm still considering it as a level one because sometimes we have to deal a lot of level one issues, and that level two task is very minimal to our team. But right now, really looking forward to another steps on my career, which is the system administration task, because I get a lot of experience already in the various IT field. In fact, I took certification to improve my career to it. So that motivates me as well to use my knowledge and experience in good use. So that would be my motivation to be a system administration. Yeah, yeah, yeah. A very good question here. Well, my supervisor told me that I'm reliable. The reason for telling that is my supervisor always saw me in the office, not being late. Okay, sometimes if the client needs to extend hours, so I actually volunteer a lot to it because there's a lot of issues. There's a lot of ticket that needs to process, and it's kind of hard to uh, to let that ticket unresolved. So that's one part of the if a manager will be able to tell me about my my strength. So that's one. I'm actually reliable. Number two, I would say I am adaptable as well because every time there's a new change or the new trainings that we have to deal with, I ask a lot of questions to it. I ask a lot of what ifs if if the scenarios goes this. So I tend to ask the resolution right away. So that if you have in that situation already, you will be able to understand. You'll be able to know. You will be able to process the right way the first time. Number three would be I would say I am creative person. Uh, the reason for telling that is because I tend to get a lot of answers to unresolved to a lot of unresolved issues going on with the company, especially the tickets or the issues arise from how the users deal with the issues. So we have a lot of we do a lot of research to it. I do a lot of research to it in order to resolve it. What else? Of course, you have to be creative every time if you're in the IT industry because technology is evolving, right? So you will be left behind if you're not, upgrading yourself. So those are the three characters that probably tell my supervisor to you. Um, if you're gonna ask me about database, no, I don't have. I only have that permission database experience. Pretty much it. You've actually highlighted a lot to it. Mhm. Okay. If I'm not mistaken, I've already applied to you guys, but way back 2019, I guess. And unfortunately, I did not receive any calls or invitation from you. But in terms of your company, I actually made some research about it. With less than 10 years, you guys achieve a lot in terms of getting a lot of clients and your your people. So I guess you started from 50 to 600 and you're aiming for 1,000 in 2026, I believe, right? So giving that vision or giving the opportunity to work with you guys, so it's really I'm excited about and enthusiastic because you guys are aiming high, and the way you treat your employee, you guys have equal opportunity policy, and you actually um, exercising the work-life balance because you know for a fact that IT job is really stressful. So that's mhm. Job Street. Sorry, specifically. And to be honest with you, Jer, yeah, I'll be honest. I'm not into salary right now. I'm actually into the position that I will be um having in this in that role, the system administration. To be honest, if you're gonna ask for the specific amount, I'm actually earning 55,000 right now. But I saw what you're trying to offer to me, so it's 75, 70 to 75. So it's you guys to tell, it's you guys to assess how much will I get if I'm going to get hired. So I leave that uh, I leave that decision to you. So. Mhm. European, yeah. AM, 5 a, 1 a.m., 1 a.m. to 5. Oh, okay, that's good. Mm-hmm. Oh, engineer, yeah, they're engineer, yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Perfect. Mm-hmm. 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 Okay. Actually, we talked about that already. My wife told me, hey, if it's really pertains to your growth, yeah, we deal with it. So I don't think we could have a problem with it relocating. And I have actually a relative in Tarlac, Capas Tarlac. So I was wondering how far is it from you guys, Tarlac? Yeah, perfect. Okay, but give me a, mhm. Yeah, free transportation, right? From the main gate. Yeah. Is there like a boarding house beside the technology elite building itself? Oh. hmm Yeah, yeah, yeah. hmm That's fine with me as long as the title is different from what I have. Because what would be the title? What would be the title that I will be going? hmm Perfect. It's more of like cybersecurity and network, right? A combination. hmm Yeah. Okay. Yep. Level two. That will be fine. hmm hmm Okay. Okay. Yeah, I'm good with that. And there will be another interview, right? Final interview. Mm-hmm. All right. Uh, Actually, I already informed Joe that I need to render 30 days for my current company. So I would say September second week. That be fine? Yeah, but I actually considering my because I already informed Joe that I was able to book a plane ticket. Yeah, that was actually 4 months ago. I booked that already because we need to go to the late to our province to celebrate that family reunion, and luckily, you guys are very considerate about it. So she said that if I was able to join with your company, I can actually take that vacation leave. Yeah, I can start and then take the vacation leave. Mhm. Okay, great. Hmm. Hopefully, yeah, yeah. Yep, perfect. Hmm. Yeah, perfect. You've covered everything, so I'm good. Thank you, Jer. Bye. Messed up. Patay. Bagsak. Pero okay lang yan. Okay lang yan. Wait natin. Wait natin yung result. Final interview pa daw eh. Wait natin. Sana.